Welcome, Mr. West. Welcome to QLE.
Oh my God, thank you very much. What's your name?
Emerson.
Emerson, good to meet you. I'm Damon. Good, I'm Mr. West. Good to meet you. Did you like the book? Oh, so cool. What's your name back there?
Amanda.
Huh?
Amanda.
Amia, good to meet you. I'm Damon, and good to meet you. Do you like the book? Good to meet you. I'm Damon. Hey, how are you? I'm Mr. West. How are you? I wrote the book. Hey, what's going on? All right. Hey, boom, boom. What's going on? Hey, hey, how are you? You like the book? Cool. I wrote that. Yeah. All right. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Office says the last one knows letter.
Yeah, you think you're good. Go ahead. Thank you for getting the door for everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You got it. You're safe? Yep. Hi. How are you? Hey. I'm Damon. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, Miss Smith. Nice to meet you. Great to be here.
Yes.
I love this too because everybody can use the coffee bean message. So are you ready? I'm going to read John and I's book, The Coffee Bean for Kids. Are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? Coffee bean. Well, that's right. Gavin used to love going to school, but not this year. He and his family moved to a new city, and he had trouble making friends at his new school. It's a bad day, and it makes us hard and mad and mean and angry. What does that mean we're being like? The egg, that's right. But you know what? We're going to have egg days too. Egg days happen. But don't we have a choice to be a third thing?
Yeah.
We can transform. We can take any situation we're in that pot of boiling water called life, and we can transform it for good. And what are we being like then if we transform our environment for good? The coffee bean. When I get up in the morning, you know what the first thing I start doing is?
Eat breakfast?
Even before I eat breakfast, I get my mind right and I start thinking about, okay, Damon, because my name's Damon. I say, okay, Damon. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to look for other people to help. Because when we find ways to help other people, we feel better and other people feel better. That's the fastest way to becoming a coffee bean is helping others and being kind. That's it. Sarah wants to know, how do you become a coffee bean? You be kind to other people and you find ways to help other people every single day. That's why the coffee bean is so nice, because it has the power to change inside of it, and the water can't change a coffee bean. The coffee bean changes the water. That means that you can change your environment. The environment doesn't change you. You change your environment. Did anybody know, do y'all know the story of the coffee bean? Y'all read the book?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, wow. What grade? So you're in third grade?
Yes.
So, do we have a copy of the book in here?
Yes.
Yes. So, at my house in Texas where I live, I have a third grader too. Her name's Clara.
Alright, and I'm going to time 4 minutes per class.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call you up.
Perfect. All right. Hey, what's going on? Hey. Hey, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Hi. Hey, I'm Damon. I see some of y'all have my book. Did y'all like the book, The Coffee Bean for Kids?
Yeah.
If you're a carrot, what kind of a day are you having? What does a carrot do?
Soft day.
Soft day, sad, right? And that happens, right? We're going to be carrots sometimes. If you're having a day that makes you mad, what kind of a day are you having? Egg, that's right. And some days are going to be hard. You're going to be mad. That's okay too. But you have a choice to turn your day around anytime you want and be like a coffee bean. Because the coffee bean changes the water into coffee. Because the power's inside the coffee. Y'all listen. The power's really inside each and every one of you. Everybody in this room has a power inside them to change this environment. In March, and everybody thought we'll all be, maybe this will take a couple of weeks. But nobody went back to school. It was tough. The pandemic was hard on every adult. But it was hard on the kids too. So I was at home with Clara, and I thought to myself, how can I explain the coffee bean to where a kid would understand it? That's how she helped me write the book. You're being super, super positive. What kind of day are you having? Coffee bean! Isn't that's a choice, right? So if you get to choose between being sad, which happened, I had a sad day, I had a carrot day last week, or you get to choose between being mad and angry and upset, that happens too. If you get to choose between being one or two of those, what about choosing to be the third, right? And if you can choose to be happy and positive all the time, don't you think you would want to do that every time you get to? This one's going to get you. This one's going to get you. If you're having a day where you're going around and you're helping other people, you're finding ways to be positive, and you're smiling everywhere you go, you have a smile on your face, what kind of a day are you having? Whoa, 100. Y'all are good. Y'all really did read the book. If you're having a day where you go out there and you're smiling, and everybody can see your smile, right? And everybody can see your smile, and you're out helping other people, and you're being positive, and you're changing everything around you for the better, what kind of a day are you having? Wow. All right. Y'all did read the book. Okay. All right. Now I feel better about it. You're laughing.
Coffee bean.
What kind of a day are you having?
Coffee bean.
Oh my God. I knew it when he started saying, I knew y'all. Okay. In boiling water, what happened to the carrot?
It got
Not soft, right? It changed the water changed the carrot. And even the egg. You put the egg in the boiling water, what happens to the inside of the egg? The water changed it too. But if you put a coffee bean into that same pot of boiling water, what did the coffee bean do? It changed, it turned the water into coffee. And the only way the coffee bean's power is activated is to put it under a harsh, stressful environment. That's how we become coffee beans. Because we have, adversity is what they call a tough situation. And when we get into a tough situation, we have a chance to really shine and show what we're about. So, if you're having a bad day that makes you soft and sad and weak, what kind of day are you having? Carrot. Good job. If you're having a day that makes you mad and angry, what kind of a day is that? Egg. That's right. But what if you're having a day where you're walking around, you're being positive, you're smiling, you're helping everybody else? Coffee bean. That's right. If you're having a day where you walk around and you're the shining beam of light, you're positive, and you're smiling everywhere you go, and you're finding ways to help other people out, what kind of a day is that? Oh my God, y'all did read the book. All right, y'all got 100 on the test. That's great.
Woohoo!
Hey, what's going on?
We're being the bean.
Being the bean here at the, we're at what?
Quitman Junior High.
Where are you, Damon West?
Well, I'm going to tell you, hey, the reason why it took me a little bit to catch up because Ms. Dr. Dace right here has run the coolest schedule. I mean, we have been going boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
And I mean, if everybody could do what Quitman, Mississippi's doing, we wouldn't have problems in this country. Because I mean, every kid, Dr. Day, every kid has been coffee bean, and it's clear that they're reading the book. They've got signs everywhere. They're wearing shirts. It's been amazing. It's been. They can't break you. He said, you will change that prison from the inside out. And he said the best part about it is the other coffee beans around you will find you because of your energy. So the reason why it's to inform. It's because I've got this moral to the story, this story about the coffee bean. I want to inform you about a lesson I learned in my life. Persuade is because I'm showing you, how to do this. I'm showing you what the method is of becoming this coffee bean. And entertain because I wrapped it up into a story, a fictional story about a kid named Abe, and how he applied it in his life to give you a framework for doing that. So I'm entertaining. I'm giving you a story about a guy that doesn't exist. And then the reflect part at the end. When Abe's an old man, and he sees this other kid coming up and sits down on a bench in a park somewhere, it's caused to make you reflect. Abe got all the way through his life with his coffee bean story. What can you do with the coffee bean story too? So I looked at me and he said, West, go out there and go be a coffee bean. Be a coffee bean. 4 words, 4 powerful little words. If this old man was shooting me straight, if this old dude would tell me that meant that the power was inside me.
He learned that like a coffee bean changing with the application of heat and pressure, he was capable of changing the environment around him.
There's a story behind that. So you got to back it up to May 18th, 2009. I'm standing in front of a jury in Dallas, man. This jury that has just listened to 6 days of overwhelming evidence of my guilt, of the crime of engaging in organized criminal activity. And over 6 days, this jury heard the story about a guy that had everything in life, every privilege. Because I had a privileged life, y'all. That's my life. I had all kinds of privileges and opportunity. And I blew through all of them. Became a drug addict. Became a criminal. Made a lot of victims. Committed a lot of crimes. And the jury is sitting there that day to decide my punishment. And they went to deliberate, to think about my sentence for 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes after 6 days of trial. Man, that's bad news, man. So when I came back in the courtroom, That judge who hadn't smiled the entire trial, he's grinning from ear to ear. And he said, Damon Joseph West, you are hereby sentenced to 65 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. 65 years is a life sentence, y'all. That jury gave me life that day. Now, obviously, I didn't do life in prison because I'm standing in front of you today. I did 7 years and 3 months in a maximum security penitentiary in Beaumont, Texas. And after 7 years and 3 months, the parole board came to visit me. The lady from parole came to see me. She said, Mr. West, we don't see a lot of people come through and do the stuff you've done. She said, you turned yourself around inside this prison. She said, you changed the entire prison around you. She said, I got one question for you, Mr. West. She said, if you answer this right, you go home. If you don't, you stay here. She said, if you can be remembered for being anything in life, anything at all, she said, give it to me in just one word. Go! And man, you talk about an easy question for a coffee bean to answer. Man, I fired her answer back at her real quick, and I said, ma'am, useful. I just want to be useful. And I can be useful in this prison. I can be useful in that free world, finding those coffee.